What's up, Chicago, and good afternoon to all of you, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio, Season 11. That's right. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Mzhiphop. And today is December 4th, Sunday, and it's currently 40 degrees outside. And happy new month to all my avid listeners, and hello to the newcomers. Okay, in today's program, we will be talking to artist and businessman DOUBS C about his single, The Transplant, and also his business, It Takes A Villiage. Plus, we will be discussing the story behind the music of his rare condition, Fanconi anemia, and more. So, you guys, without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, here is DOUBS C.
Peace. How you doing, Mzhiphop?
I'm doing fine, man. First of all, just let me thank you for coming on the show when I asked you to come on the show. I really appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule to come speak to Speak Your Mind Radio. Thank you.
Most definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what's up. Okay, so you guys, without further ado, you know how we get down on Speak Your Mind Radio. We start off each and every interview with an icebreaker question for the artist. So let's get started. All right. So DOUBS C, what's your favorite song or album and why?
Well, I thought about the song and I came to the conclusion that I do not have a favorite song. I have albums. I have favorite artists. I have many different music that I like, genres and all that, but favorite song I cannot come up with because I listen to too much music. So my favorite album though would be Black Star album, their first album, 1996, because it is from front to back. It is conscious and knowledgeable and uplifting and skillful album that pretty much have everything one needs within a hip hop album.
Okay, that's great. Great knowledge right there. I'm gonna have to look up You said Gangstar, right?
Black Star.
Oh, Black Star. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up and see what that's all about, because I listen to a lot of music too, obviously, and I love listening to new music. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk about your single, The Transplant, that everyone just heard. You rap about your condition. So tell everyone exactly what Fanconi anemia is and what was going through your mind when you first got diagnosed.
Well, Fanconi anemia is a blood disorder, a rare blood disorder, to where my body could not produce any blood cells at all, which is reds, whites, and platelets. So in some diseases, anemias and sickle cell and things of that sort, your body could produce at least one of them. You know, maybe not one or maybe two, but not all three. So with my disease, it depleted of all three types of blood cells. And at that point, if they all deplete to zero, you know, it's game over, right? So I had to have multiple transfusions, maybe I think about 28 transfusions to remain alive until I got my transplant, stem cell cord blood transplant, which was from a unknown donor, but as long as it works, and your body could work with it.
Wow, that's crazy. So how did you really feel when you got diagnosed? Because since it's such a rare condition, like, does anyone else in your family have this?
They say my sister have it. It's not really visible, but to the point to where they say it is in her blood. But so far at this point, she's good. She's healthy enough to where she don't have to go through anything that I went through.
Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely. I know you said, and you talk about in your song, the protection against Fanconi anemia with the lines, and I quote, "Blow for blow, attack after attack, I'm feeling whack, trying to keep my brain intact, trying to keep my brain intact because something I wasn't trying to believe is now a fact. Can you tell me specifically, DOUBS C, about the problems you faced as well as the support from both your family and your friends?
Well, I go back to where you said how I feel about the diagnosis. Before I received my diagnosis, I was already a strong individual, right? So when I got the diagnosis, I knew that if this is something that has to be done, it's something that has to be done. It's just a challenge. It's not going to last long. I'm going to have to just go in and come back out just as healthy as I was, or even healthier than I was when I went in. And so with that, I was ready to go. I was ready to get it done because I knew that it would be a pause on my life at the moment. And I needed to get past that pause. I need to press play. You know, I get to the point where we press play again. So therefore, I was all for it. I'm like, let's do it. Whatever we got to do, I will do whatever you say I have to do. Whatever procedure it is, whatever it is, let's do it. You know. So yeah, I was down from the jump, right? So support, got support from family, friends, everything, of course, because probably felt the most love I ever felt at that time because everybody was worried and everybody was concerned and everybody supported. So nurses, like one of the lines in the track is because my friends, nurses that got my back, right? Because they did. They were there for me for every moment. The nurses was there, the doctors was there, my family were there, my mother was there, and so challenges, yes, you know, you have challenges when you have to do medical procedures such as chemo and radiation and things of that sort. So yes, pain, yes, struggle, yes, fatigueness, yes, brain fog, yes, all the above, right? But to stay positive and to stay on the mission of getting out and being healthy is where it lies at. So as I was in with all the support and all the love that I got, plus all the love that I gave myself and gave the Most High, it was inevitable that I will survive and I will come out healthy. Yes.
Definitely. The universe definitely had your back on this one. What year were you diagnosed? Because I know you had to go all the way to Minnesota to get your procedure done, right?
Yes. I was diagnosed actually in 2013, but then I didn't have to have the transplant until 2020. 2011.
Wait, you were diagnosed in 2013, but didn't have the transplant until 2011?
Yes.
Ain't that a little backwards though, you think?
Oh, that messed up. When I was 13.
So you said when you were 13.
I was 13.
Oh, I thought you said 2013. My apologies. Okay.
I did. That's my apologies. I did say 2013. Mm-hmm. When I was 13. So that was around 2002. So yeah, then 2011 is when I had to have the transplant.
So talk more about the transplant because there's people that's looking at this on YouTube versus the audio, which will have the actual the song, The Transplant. Describe that type of procedure. Like, I mean, as far as you traveling all the way to Minnesota with your family and friends, having your support, and just what you had to do to get prepped for that type of surgery.
Well, the reason why I had to go to Minnesota is because the procedure and the protocol is different in different states. So with it being different in different states, there are different there are some that are more likely to be successful and some that's not. So they have percentages of mortality and success rate, right? So where I went to Minnesota was the number one doctor of this disease, who is world renowned for dealing with Fanconi anemia and around the entire world. So I went to the best of the best because I had to make sure that I came out successful and I came out healthy. So therefore, we packed up and went to Minnesota after a lot of work getting the insurance to do so. And I was able to go to the best. So blessed.
Most definitely blessed, for sure. Okay, tell me, like, as far as your diet is concerned, what are some of the changes that you had to make in order to keep healthy, basically?
Before or after?
The comparisons before to after.
Well, before about 2 years before transplant, I changed my diet on my own, and I became a much healthier person at that time than I was previous years to that. So going in, I feel that my body was I prepared my body to go through all of the procedures and all of the treatment that I had to go through, and to where the doctor himself said that I came out even sooner than he thought I would. So I even got out the hospital a couple weeks earlier than planned. And so changed my diet, just a healthy diet, natural diet, idle diet, healthy foods as far as fruits and vegetables and non-processed foods and vegan, no meat. So that's just preparation, but it was preparation not done for the transplant or for health, but just for health reasons, So I changed my diet on my own, and that I think that just contributed to my fight of my body versus the disease.
That's beautiful because I guess I would say, just looking in, that this is what prepped you to your business. It Takes a Village. Why don't you tell everybody about that?
Well, It Takes a Village is a community farm that is based in Sauk Village, Illinois, where we built out this past year to where there is we sell produce, and we also provide the church with a today food pantry, provide them with fresh produce, also doing farmers markets and doing a CSA, which is community supported agriculture, to where people can buy a share of produce that they would get weekly or bi-weekly from the farm, and they can come pick it up. So It Takes a Village and Good Vibes Farm is the businesses and is the farms that we manage. Yes.
Yeah, that I would say that all of that went hand in hand. Everything from the diagnose to the transplant to the idea of the farm. It takes a village. Good vibes all the way around. You are blessed, as you say. You are well supported. I've had the privilege of going to have some of your produce, and it's absolutely delicious. And I suggest anyone in the south suburbs of Chicago to visit Good Vibes Farm in Sauk Village, Illinois, period. Okay?
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, so now, last but not least, talk to us about some of your daily affirmations that you live by.
Daily affirmation. Well, when I wake up in the morning, I say I give thanks to the Most High. Give thanks for all things, all living and moving things on the planet Earth, and I give thanks for knowledge. I give thanks for life. I give thanks for breath. I give thanks for people, for family, for nature. So I give thanks pretty much for everything, right? Good and bad, ups and downs all around. And a motto that I go by is do good, be good, speak good, feel good, right? So just being positive, good vibes is cool, but positive vibes is even better.
Most definitely. Positive vibes, y'all. Positive vibes. And with that being said, I want to thank you again, DOUBS C, for stepping on Speak Your Mind Radio and telling your story. I actually have a bonus question for you. What advice would you give to those that have this rare condition, Fanconi anemia?
Advice would be to do your knowledge, what they're doing, how they're going to do it. If a transplant is coming, so if you have to go through a procedure or a treatment, know it first and know it as it's going on. I know it is a child disease. It's more of a pediatric disease, so it's more children going through this than anything. So if you're a parent, study everything that they're going to do, go to the best if possible, take preventive measures as far as before changing the child's diet or changing your diet, or pumping yourself with healthy tools that will fight the disease, because the disease is on a mission to destroy you. So so it's a battle. It's a war, and everything has to be crossed and dotted, right? So that's the most important. And then also just be positive and just feel, have love and feel good about the results, and fight through the challenges.
Most definitely. Okay, well, DOUBS C, thank you again for stepping on, and for sure. And thank you, listeners out there. If you want to check this video out, make sure you visit my YouTube page, Speak Your Mind Radio. If you want to listen, make sure you listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Apple Music, etc. Wherever you get your podcast fix, Speak Your Mind Radio is there to give you the real deal on interviews. Peace out, y'all.